Wilson, and now Paige Becker. Here's Hull bouncing inside. Howard finds Boston cutting. Got hit. And we'll shoot two as we check in with Angel Gray.
Well, just speaking with Coach Koklinas at halftime, he talked about the adjustments specifically in the second quarter where they were outscored 27-19 in that frame. But specifically, he talked about them playing with more tempo and aggression and trying to match that. He said our assignment coming into this game was making sure that we were the physical team. And he felt like there was a drought in that second quarter. But I also asked him about Paige and the looks that she was getting in the second quarter. She went 1 for 5 from the field in that frame. And he said she's getting good looks. She just hasn't been able to knock them down. So trying to free her up as the game continues in this game, and then obviously with her knocking down that last bucket, he likes what he's seeing so far.
Yeah, Angel, you saw the first play they ran out of the third quarter was to get Paige Beckers a look coming off the on-ball screen.
Thank you, Angel. Tied at 44. A minute into the third. Berger leaves it short. Hold the rebound. Look at a push for Indiana. Here's Boston. Hull didn't take the three. Little pull-up jumper short. Mitchell gets it back to Hull. They reverse it. Cunningham. Boston backing down, twisting, and can't quite finish it. As Becker's trying to save it, ends up tossing it out of bounds, and it's going to be Indiana basketball.
Sophie to attack it.
Here's Cunningham. Cunningham gets denied this time. Geisel Suda.
Just seems like a perfect name for that, doesn't it?
It does. Boston on the follow. Able to avoid the Geisel Suda. Indiana, its first lead since it was 4-2. Look at the standings. These are critical games for the Fever. Becker's unable to hit. Cunningham the rebound. A big screen in the backcourt for Boston on Becker's as Howard lays it in. And Paige Becker's very frustrated with the officiating. She has not gotten the benefit of the doubt on a couple of calls tonight. Ooh, look out. That's going to be an offensive foul. Nobody in the league has taken more offensive fouls this season than Lexi Hull. And it's not even close as she takes that one as well. The 29th offensive foul she has drawn, 10 more than any other player in the league.
It's incredible, the intangibles when it comes to Lexi Hull. She has 44 offensive rebounds, tied with Dejanay Carrington from the most offensive boards from the guard position. So much hustle.
Cunningham has size on Quinterly, but it's Geisel Suda again who gets her. Jones trying to attack Howard, who says no. Jones then shoots Howard, but can't finish the layup.
Can we say Howard Geisel Suda curve? Or does it only work on the other end?
I think it only belongs to Louisa.
Okay.
As Hull turns it over. First turnover in about 9 minutes of game action, and Segrist lays it in on the other end. That's what Dallas did so well in that first half. They turned 10 Indiana turnovers into 19 points. And a foul called on Geisel Suda here, guarding Boston.
It happens right in front of us, and just the look, Aaliyah Boston just stares right at the official when the foul happened, like with her eyes saying, you are going to call this, right?
Here's Cunningham. Off to Boston. Hull. Mitchell back to Hull. 5 to shoot. Into Howard. 3 to shoot. Howard turns, takes, and hits. Indiana the 4-point lead. Segrist thought about it. Defers instead. Quinterly. And that's going to be a carry.
Natasha Howard recognizing that the shot clock is going.
The foul called against Dallas, and it will stay here. Making a jump ball, and Howard will jump it up with Segrist.
I like jump balls with bigs when Eric Bruton is the official tossing the ball up. He does a really good job with the jump ball toss, but he's just like not a particularly tall man.
Right.
And so I enjoy him surrounded by the length of the women in the WNBA.
It's a bit of a climb on that jump.
Situation. Yes, it is.
I think there was some confusion amongst scores table officials as to whether or not it was a foul or a jump, but it is a jump ball that last hits Dallas, and it will be Indiana possession. Also, they're making sure to get the shot clock right there. With 5:46 to go in the third, and Indiana 50-46 lead on Dallas. You recovered from the poof?
I'm recovered. Yes, thank you for asking.
Yeah, you got it. I just wanted to know if, you know, I'm going to have an analyst for the rest of the quarter.
I'm back.
Here's Howard. Oh, good first step. Howard can't quite finish it. Hines Allen off the glass, charging forward. Barrels inside. Cunningham able to stand her ground. Howard out of bounds, and it will stay with Dallas.
Give credit to Sophie Cunningham because she stood right in there as Hines Allen's coming down the lane, and Hines Allen would be a tough one to take a charge against because she has such a strong frame.
You know, one interesting thing to track just as Indiana plays, you know, without Caitlin Clark and now without Erin McDonald and Sydney Colson, as Lee Yarou misses that three. That first half, Cunningham brought the ball up 10 times, Sims 10 times, Mitchell 8 times. That kind of distribution for Indiana as they navigate this.
It's going to be hugely important for them to share the wealth in that regard.
Boston was pushed out. 7 to shoot. Boston methodical on her take. Segrist in the corner. Connects on a three. Maddie Segrist, the pride of Our Lady of Lords, burying the corner pop. A season high 17 for Segrist. Timeout on the floor, 3-point game midway through the third.
That's how much contact she absorbs as well.
Cunningham can hit the three. Hines Allen able to secure the rebound.
What do you think of course, anytime you see a dartboard?
I think of us playing darts in Vegas together.
I was going to say barbecue sauce.
Oh, well, yes. We played darts with Jason Sudeikis, so barbecue sauce indeed.
There you go.
Quinterly connects on the three. Can't leave out our colleague and friend Renee Stubbs either, who's playing with us. Tied at 52. 6 minutes into this third. Here's Mitchell's jumper. That one's back-eyed and off. Quinterly. Into Lee Yarou, gets fouled by Howard. Let's check in with Angel Gray.
Well, Rebecca, earlier you said that Gina Auriemma said that 90 type of player. She said she's been able to build a relationship with him this season and had a conversation with him about a moment that really stuck with her. She said when Kyrie tore his ACL and still shot the free throws, he now, thank you, God. She mentioned that in her injuries, it was always why me. But to see that really impacted the way she not only views how she moments, and she said in the adversity of her not stringing together wins probably for the first time in her life, she's constantly grounding herself in big picture of growth and opportunity thanks to Kyrie.
Awesome story, Angel, and really interesting perspective from Paige, and that she actually was excited to ask Kyrie that very question. You know, why did you say thank you, God? And Paige has tried to take that grateful approach through this losing, as she knows Dallas is building a foundation, and some of that means you're losing in a rebuild.
Yeah, certainly. She's tried to have perspective on all of it and what a growth process it can be and how she can continue to be a good leader throughout it.
6 assists for Paige, goes backdoor and gets fouled from behind by Odyssey Sims. That'll be the second team foul on the Fever. 3:19 to go in this third. Indiana right now 18 and 14, 5th in the league, tied with the Aces, who have caught a little fire of late after suffering the worst road loss in the history of the WNBA at the hands of the Lynx. Vegas has... Home loss, sorry.
Yes,
Vegas has gone on a winning streak. And Asia Wilson has put up just incredible numbers over this stretch. And another foul here on Sims guarding Beckers as she's finally getting some of the whistles that she's been asking for. Hits out at 9 as Beckers finishes off the inbound.
And really smart to go right to her after Sims had just picked up 2 consecutive fouls trying to defend her.
It's a 10-0 Dallas run. They're back in front by 4 as Hines Allen fouls Boston. Under 3 minutes to go in the third. Here's Sims. Howard will launch. Can't hit the 3, and Leah Rue the rebound. Here's Hines Allen. Howard just 22% from 3 on the season. Hines Allen looked like she got hit. She did. Foul on Howard, caught her wrist, and Hines Allen will go to the line. 14-point deficit. Hines Allen goes 1 for 2. 5-point Dallas lead. Here's Mitchell. Hawked by Quinterly. Mitchell with some space will fire. And a whistle before the shot against Quinterly. And that'll be the 4th team foul against Dallas, the first on Quinterly. Our audience may remember J.J. Quinterly from her time with West Virginia, and specifically that second-round game against Iowa when she was one of the defenders who was really putting a lot of pressure on Caitlin Clark in Caitlin's senior year. Shot clock at 5. Sims looking inside. It's at 1. Duntis had it blocked and into the arms of Leah Rue.
It's the second time this game that Duntis has had the ball hot potato to her as the shot clock's gone down.
Beckers redirects. Hines Allen, great entry feed. And Leah Rue with the finish plus the foul.
Leah Rue does an outstanding job on this possession, Ryan, just holding her position. And once she gets her defender on her back.
Points. It's a 14-0 Dallas run after Indiana had been down by 14 in the first half. They built a 6-point lead early in this third, but Dallas has vanquished that. Here's Sims, guarded by Quinterly. Sims trying to force her way inside, can't finish. Boston drops the rebound out of bounds. Dallas basketball.
You can certainly see Addison Sims sort of feeling her way through, because when she is, more comfortable within a system, she is really good coming off on-ball action, getting to her mid-range and floating those shots up and in.
Indiana back in his zone. Quinterly off on a 3. Duntis the rebound. Duntis, Boston, Bibby, Cunningham, and Sims the 5 for Indiana. Sims after a big screen from Boston. Duntis in the corner, can't hit. Long rebound, Beckers tips it to herself. 3-on-1, Segrist lays it in, plus the foul. A chance for 3 for Maddie Segrist as Indiana just had the season high 19 points. With a free throw coming, Beckers up to 12 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. And the run is 16-0 for Dallas. And it's now a 10-point lead. WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app. A reminder, tomorrow night on ESPN, we have the Liberty and the Aces, always an outstanding rivalry.
Liberty play at LA tonight, and at Vegas tomorrow before they head up to Minnesota to get that matchup in.
And doing so without Brianna Stewart. Meanwhile, Indiana, no field goals in the last 4 minutes. They've missed their last 6 shots. And Dallas, once again, built a double-digit lead. Segrist.
Bye.